Well, all possible angles that are now being investigated with regards to this massive explosion that was reported last evening near the iconic Red Fort. Now, as far as the investigation is concerned, several angles that are now being probed, and one of the angles that directly link to Faridabad anti-terror crackdown. As far as one of the suspects is now concerned, on the run, and now the investigation as it is picking pace. This is a breaking development. What we are getting to know that the terror suspect identified as Dr. Omar, his family has now been detained and they are now being questioned. This development is coming in the light as far as when it comes to the whereabouts, Sahil, of Dr. Omar still remain unknown. This is where what we are getting to know as far as the Faridabad angle is concerned. What about his family are now they being questioned? Sahil.
Electrician.
Sahil, are you connected? Can you hear me? All right. Well, information that is now being shared by Sahil, because there is a Pulwama link that is also now being attributed, a Kashmir link that is now being also attributed to the Delhi blast case. And as far as the Faridabad angle is concerned, because for days these searches that have been taking place and this crackdown that has been initiated on part of Jammu and Kashmir police, there was a team of the police as well that had been camping in Faridabad. And could it be just a coincidence, or there are direct linkages? Well, this is all part of the investigation there. But Sahil, the information now coming in, what happens to those who are said to be linked to Dr. Omar and his family now being said, the whereabouts of Dr. Omar, he's said to be one of those individuals among those who others, his accomplices, who were also highly educated and medical medically related as well. When we speak of the field is concerned, they were said to be highly trained, but one of them did manage to escape. Now, that individual is said to be Dr. Omar, the one that you see in the glasses, the exclusive picture that has been accessed. Sahil, if you can hear me now, the questioning of his family taking place, information on that angle, please.
Well, exactly. We are reporting from the residence of Dr. Omar in Koyul, Pulwama. And this is the residential house of Dr. Omar. Late last evening, Jammu and Kashmir police teams had arrived here. His two brothers were detained, picked up for questioning. And today morning, his mother has also been picked up by the police teams. We had a conversation with the family members. They said that it was Friday. Last week, the last time Omar had contacted with them, basically family had informed Dr. Omar that there were in fact police raids taking place, and police was basically looking for and requested him to return back to Kashmir Valley, and Dr. Omar had basically told his family members that he will return after 3 days. Now after 3 days we have seen a blast taking place outside the Red Fort. As of now, Jammu and Kashmir police is basically connecting and in fact the dots which relate to the incident that has taken place in Delhi late last evening, yesterday in the evening, and the earlier case that is under investigation and being investigated by Jammu and Kashmir police, where in fact we have seen two Kashmiri doctors, Dr. Adil and Dr. Muzammil, were arrested, and in fact a female doctor from Lucknow as well. We are also picking up from the sources that Dr. Umar had previously worked at Government Medical College Anantnag. He had done his degree from Government Medical College Srinagar, had started working in Government Medical College Anantnag, the same medical college where Dr. Adil was also working before he started working in Saharanpur. Okay. So from last 3 years, the family says that he was working there in Faridabad. He was not much social. This is what his family members are telling us here. He was in fact visiting his residence in Pulwama not more often, and family members had basically requested him to return back just 3 days before. But then he had told the family members that he will be visiting back his residence after 3 days. Friday was the last day Omar had contacted his family members, and since then now the family members say that all of their devices that mobile phones have been seized by Jammu and Kashmir police, and two male members of this family who are the brothers of Dr. Umar, they have been picked up. They are being questioned. They are being investigated, and then the mother of Dr. Umar was also picked up early in the morning, which signals, at least indicates that since there are in fact unidentified dead
has
body
been taking place, Sahil, anything as far as his behavior is concerned or his alleged indulgence in such terror activities is concerned, was the family in the know?
Well, as of now, families say they are not. They were not aware of any thing that was that is seen as something a person's inclination towards terrorism. But yes, one thing they say is that he was not so social. He was not talking to his family members more often. He was not visiting his home village more often, which basically gives some sort of signal that he was living his life, in fact, much privately. So individuals of this nature have potential to get radicalized or to get any sort of incident. This is what I'm telling is based on the on sort of thesis. It's in fact have been in fact seen. There have been many studies where we have seen
members of his family have been picked up. Their electronic devices that have been seized. They are being questioned as to last when they were in touch with Omar, on his whereabouts. All of that information that is now being sought by the security officials. Thank you very much, Sahil, for getting connected with us on that particular angle, because Dr. Omar, is he on the run? His whereabouts still are not known. But another round of breaking update, what we are learning through sources, that the security agencies are also probing the possibility of the involvement of the terror organization Jaish-e-Mohammed itself. Now, this was the very module that was busted, in which 8 members were arrested by the Jammu and Kashmir police. However, one accused terror suspect, Dr. Omar, the man in specs that you see on screen, the exclusive pictures that has been accessed, he, however, did manage to flee. Now, the linkage of Dr. Omar with the car is also being ascertained and investigated, as far as the entire route that has now been taken by the car till it made it to the parking lot near the Red Fort. It stayed put there for almost 3 hours. Then it was moved. And thereafter, near the traffic signal, this massive explosion takes place. Was it Dr. Omar who was behind the wheels? Was it someone else? Were there other occupants in the car? Because there is a small glimpse that has been caught in those CCTV footages while the car was making its way out, and the man, the suspect who was said to be behind the wheels, has his face covered with a black mask. Let's connect with Priyank on this particular angle now, the Jaish-e-Mohammed angle, Priyank, because all it began from posters there that were pasted in Kashmir in the support of the terror organization. However, till now, no terror outfit or organization has claimed responsibility for yesterday's attack.
Yeah, we have to understand that Jaish-e-Mohammed is nothing but ISIS, because over the period of many years they have infiltrated in many of the countries, and they are the foot soldiers have been operating in different locations. Jaish-e-Mohammed is a different pattern which we have been talking over the last few hours. But if you talk about the location, certainly Umar deliberately ignored any kind of CCTV footage which could have captured his face, although his DNA match is yet to be done by the officials. The forensic team has collected the samples from his home, and they are trying to ascertain that whether the individual who had died in this particular attack was Umar or not. On the other side, we can certainly say that very thoughtfully he left from Dhauj, which is in Faridabad. He crossed from Faridabad and entered Delhi through Badapur border, and then he went to Sunehri Masjid, and there he came at this location. But now the bigger question is who are the other individuals who could be part of this particular module. We know that 8 individuals have been arrested. 9th could have died in this particular attack, but there are several individuals who could be still hiding. They had planned that there could be a major attack which need to be done in and around here in the national capital. They were thinking about a series of bomb blasts, but that could not happen because the agencies were alert, and after maximum damage which was done to this terror operation by the security forces from the Haryana police as well as from the Jammu and Kashmir police, they have managed to curtail it down a bit, but unfortunately 9 to 10 people have lost their life. At this location, the blast happened, but what agencies are right now suspecting that whether it was a Fidayeen attack or not, till the time the DNA matches with Umar, Amita, it will be difficult for the agencies to officially come out and say that yes, it was Umar. The vehicle chain is also important to be noticed, because initially the vehicle was registered in the name of one person whose name is Salman. He is a resident of Gurugram. Then Salman sold the vehicle in 2025 March to Devendra, Devendra to Amir, and then it landed in the hand of Umar. Umar is missing. He is suspected that he was the one who had died in this particular attack. Two more individuals are yet to be being questioned.
I think we're going to take that same angle with Bhavtosh as well, because the security agencies that has been probing the possibility of the involvement of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Bhavtosh, the module itself that has been busted, and we've been talking about the trail as far as the investigative agencies are concerned, the role that has been played by the Jammu and Kashmir police, the explosives and the arm and ammunitions that have been recovered till now, all of these linkages are now being drawn to that suspect who had fled from the spot.
Yes, Amita, in fact, adding to what Priyank has said, there is a chain that has been established very quickly. In fact, this case was being tracked very closely by J&K police. They managed to arrest at least 8 of them, but unfortunately, the mastermind, Dr. Omar, fled from the spot. In fact, it's being said that he's the person who was driving the car. The car actually exploded outside the Red Fort, which led to tragic death of at least 9 individuals. Body parts have been recovered from the spot, and it's being suspected that he could be also the among who died. Whether it was a car suicide bombing, whether he's the person who died from the spot itself, is something that would become very clear once the investigation starts in the right earnest. An FIR has been filed under sections of anti-terror law. It is a terror attack case, no doubts about that. Whether it will be investigated by Delhi police or NIA, that will also become very clear. But it is an attack that has been carried out by Jaish, or it.
Well, as the Home Minister said, all possible angles that are being ascertained, they are being investigated. Multiple teams there on the ground, including specialized teams. There are FSL, there is NSG, there is NIA, and of course Delhi police, which has filed this FIR. And we are standing by for this high-level security meeting that would also be chaired by the Union Home Minister in a short while from now. So all of the possible angles that are being investigated, and through sources what we are picking up is exactly the leads of this investigation is something that we are continuously breaking here